It was one of those nights where the weight of the city pressed down on your shoulders like a bad dream you couldn't wake up from. Gotham had always been a cesspool, a place where the scum of the earth bubbled to the surface and tried to drag you down with them. But tonight, Gotham was hell. I wasn't a stranger to hell. It started with a simple tip. An informant whispered something about Batman going rogue. At first, I thought it was a joke. Batman didn't go rogue. He was Gotham's shadow, the one constant in a city where nothing made sense. But the look in the kid's eyes said otherwise. He was scared, and that meant something. If the Bat had gone off the rails, Gotham wouldn't survive the night. I hit the streets. The first thing I noticed was the silence. No thugs hanging around in alleyways. No muggers or petty crooks looking for their next hit. Just a stillness that made your skin crawl. And then I saw it, black smoke rising from City Hall. The skyline was lit with the fiery glow of something burning. It wasn't long before I realized it wasn't something. It was everything. Sirens screamed in the distance, but they were too late. Gotham's heart was already bleeding. Batman had always walked a fine line, but now he was mowing down anyone in his way. Criminals, cops, didn't matter. Rumor had it the Joker was dead, his twisted grin frozen in a permanent smile as his body burned. The Bat had killed him. Snapped his neck like it was nothing. I had to see it for myself. I needed to know if this nightmare was real. I made my way through the chaos, past civilians huddling in dark corners, whispering prayers that wouldn't be answered. The Bat signal was cracked, shattered glass and twisted metal hanging like a reminder of how far Gotham had fallen. By the time I got to the rooftops, I could see him, Batman, or what was left of him. He was different. The cape, the cowl, it was all there, but there was something missing in his eyes. That glint of control, that measured violence. Now it was just raw, unfiltered rage. He moved like a predator, leaping from rooftop to rooftop, taking down anything that crossed his path. SWAT teams had tried to contain him. They didn't last long. I wasn't a superhero. I didn't wear a cape. But I'd been in the trenches long enough to know when someone was too far gone. Batman was past saving. The only question left was whether I'd have the guts to stop him. I made my way across the rooftop, trying to get closer without drawing attention. Bullets echoed in the distance, and I knew the cops were still trying. Futile. They were outgunned, outmatched. I was no better, but I had to try. Batman, I called out, my voice echoing in the smoke-choked night. This isn't you. He turned, slowly, the cold white of his eyes narrowing behind the mask. For a moment, I saw the man he used to be, the one who fought for justice. But it was gone in an instant, replaced by something darker. I raised my gun, knowing full well it wouldn't make a difference. Not with him. I know pain, I said, my voice low, steady. It doesn't end. Not like this. He moved faster than I expected, a blur of black and violence. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, my gun skittering across the rooftop, useless. He loomed over me. His fist clenched, ready to strike. Max Payne, he growled, his voice a twisted echo of what it used to be. You don't understand. I understand enough. I looked up into his eyes, daring him to finish it. You can't kill the pain, Batman. No matter how many bodies you pile up. For a moment, the world seemed to stop. The fire burning around us, the sirens, the screams, they all faded into the background. It was just me and him. The two men who had been broken by the world, standing at the edge of the abyss. His fist trembled, and then, slowly, he stepped back. Maybe there was still something human left in him after all, but Gotham was already lost.